30 or older, do you consider this to be the emo anthem?
Go watch that video. The lady in that video, she's talking about late stage emos, thinking that Never Shout Never, a song from 2009, is the anthem, the emo anthem. And, you know, normally I wouldn't have time for this, but today I got time. I'm Ryan. I was in an emo band. I went to Taste of Chaos. I went to Warped Tour. I did all those things. And I'm like the oldest millennial there is, depending on how you chart this. I'm 38 years old. I was there when it happened. Not only was I there, I was coming of age. I hit at the perfect time. So yes, this is going to be a little pretentious, and yes, it's going to be a little gatekeepy, but no, that's not the anthem. In fact, I was emo before emo was cool, so you know as well as I do that if you were emo, we are a little gatekeepy, like it happened. Yeah, I was there when it happened. I know what it really is. So first of all, let's talk. There's like multiple phases of emo, all the way back to the 80s in DC. Nobody really listened to that, right? To Spring or whatever, like none of us would have listened to that. That's like our parents, that's Gen X or something. We didn't do that. We came along, it started in basically 1999. So if you wanted to really deep dive, you might say it was, I don't know, American Football, or it might have been Jimmy Eat World. They were 2001, or it might have been Dashboard Confessional, Screaming Infidelity in 2000. If you want to go back, maybe the Get Up Kids. That was my first taste of emo. Valentine by the Get Up Kids. Maybe any of those work. But here's the thing. We didn't know what we were listening to then. We were just listening to rock music. It was emotional rock music, but we didn't know what it was. It wasn't going to change our culture. We weren't going to build an entire identity around it, certainly. We were just listening to music. We were just listening. Get Up Kids were cool. Jimmy Eat World was cool. We didn't know. It wasn't until 2002. And this is when it really happened. And whatever else you're naming, you're wrong. It wasn't My Chem. My Chem was later. It wasn't The Used. The Used was later. It happened in 2002 with Taking Back Sunday, with Tell All Your Friends, with the song You're So Last Summer, when all of us collectively found out we were emo, singing, "The truth is you could slit my throat. And with my one last gasping breath, I'd apologize for bleeding on your shirt." That's when we knew, because we related. I would apologize for bleeding on your shirt. That's when we found out just how in touch we were with these feelings, and how lonely and miserable maybe we felt. That's when it happened. So that is the anthem. End of discussion.